For your Monday morning, here he is,
Maxie!
Great win.
Yeah.
Good win.
How exciting. It was the Battle of the Titans, top of the table.
Yeah.
Melbourne v Geelong.
Jeez, it was dour for a bit there.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Dow comment because I get.
sorry.
No, get out, will you? Bloody hell.
I do get it, but the week before we were called it as well. But we're really making it hard for teams to score against us.
Well, you've got a great
and
backline.
and that is dour for a neutral viewer, but. Against a team like Geelong, that's how you got to beat them. You can't beat them in a shootout, so you got to try and stop them from scoring, and that's all we're able to do.
Yeah, but also it's 10-14 plays 9-12. If accuracy improves there, that's a good scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of opportunities late.
Yeah, that's right. You turn 14 of those into 6 goals, and you're up over 100 points.
One was mine. It was
No, but what about your one in the final quarter from, I'd say,
that's all that
70,
matters.
75 out,
Yeah, 80.
80 out.
It's you never see Ruckman with a boot that long. You did it in the prelim in that premiership year as well.
I just don't think. I think some do, but I don't think they have a lot. And I don't think I have a license yet as well. But so
You must have hit that sweet as a nut, Max.
we do a lot of work on forward 50 plays. So
Yeah.
forward 50, like a slow entry like I had, that's the hardest place to score because all the numbers are back. So we do a lot of work.
Well, you might as well have a tilt.
What I've done there is stuck my finger up at the coach's box and said, "Screw your work on the forward 50."
Exactly.
I'm just going long and hard.
The edge of the square was inside.
Yep.
I think you were probably 2.5, 3 metres off the edge when you contacted that footy.
And
it was a big kick, and it went through half post high.
Yeah, went in the crowd.
You're happy with it.
Yeah.
Well, you must have loved it.
I'm only good on that half of the ground. When it's the other half, so if you can imagine a right footer, he's then closer to the boundary on the other side of the
Yeah,
ground.
it's a
I'm no
difficult
good from there.
side for you.
So I need to be on my half
So you can swing around
so I can
into
swing
it.
around and go bang.
You've got the license though.
I think I do now. The license I'm working on
Yeah.
is to run past for a handball receive now. Outside
Oh,
50.
you're
Right.
looking
reckon I
for
get
a
that one?
play on.
Do you reckon I get that one?
Who is going to handball it to you? You're going to have to say to someone.
Yeah, I think it's. We're going to train today, and I sort of say, guys, I think.
I'm ready.
If you're struggling from 50, you're one of those guys. Like Jack Viney can't kick much past 50.
I'll run around you.
I'm now that guy.
So
Stephen May,
you're
move over.
thinking Jaden Short, Daniel
Yeah.
Rich style, just peeling from behind.
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
hope I get to the point that in Oppo meetings, like let's say Carlton this week, they're saying just watch out around 50 to 55. Watch out for Gawn. He's going
Keep
to
an eye on him.
Yeah.
Don't be casual with him.
Yep.
Some great commentary around your ruck work. It's being described as a colossal season. Former Dees ruckman Jeff White believes Gawn has overtaken Dean Cox as the greatest ruckman of all time. Are you hearing this? We've got a grab here of our mate
Kane Corns.
Kane Corns.
Yeah.
A man called Corns.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Geelong had no answers for him. So, look, he's well on his way to his 7th All-Australian, you would think, and going to go down as one of, if not the greatest ruckman we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Luke Darcy, a wonderful ruckman in his own right, rates Gawn and Cox as the best this century. Gawn and Cox share the most All-Australian selections as ruckmans with 6, along with Simon Madden.
So Coxie sat on the fence. Oh, sorry, Darcy sat on the fence.
No,
Couldn't
I
split
think,
you.
I think he's all over you. These are wonderful, wonderful sort of comments around your career. And
Yeah.
you're looking at a 7th All-Australian.
Well, Jeff and Luke played on Dean, so and a lot of great rucks in that era. I'm not sure if they got Scotty Wind or Steinsy, but there's certainly been some great rucks. I love ruck. I love all things ruck. I don't think I'm personally anywhere near Cox. I remember playing on him when I was 20. I get I was 20, but I played on him in his last game at Subiaco.
How was he?
And you can imagine that. They were like, all things get Dean Cox the ball. That was hard.
Yeah.
I did see one of your hit-outs on the weekend.
Just one.
The one that I'm thinking of, where you hit it really hard and found Petrarca outside what you would normally think of as just a tap ruck
That
play.
was one of the first hit outs of the game. Then you turned off.
And it was just a belting hit out.
Yeah.
I thought, I wonder how deliberate is that hit out? Are you trying to hit it to the outside? Is Petrarca aware that you're going to hit it out that hard? And are you indeed aiming for him?
This is the most interrogation I've had about ruck work, and I love it. I'm not sure if the listeners are big ruck work fans, but I'm more than happy to give it to them.
When it's you, I think they are.
No, everything, especially when it hits a chest, I'm always going to say that it's
Intentional.
Intentional, but No, that was like an outside hit forward. So it's like a.
Do they know you're going to do that?
I've got like 5 zones.
Right.
And they cover the whole circle, the whole like 360 circle.
Yeah.
So
tap down.
Which means what's 360 divided by 5? I've got like a 75-degree window to put it in. So track's got to do a fair bit of work there as well.
But does he know that it's coming into
He knows
his
it's coming
window?
in that zone. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you combine the most in the comp.
Me and track.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So is he getting more word than, say, Viney or Oliver?
Well, famously, Clayton and Jack get a lot more than Christian. So, but Clayton has been in a different role this year. So maybe Christian's getting a bit more of the hit outs. I actually haven't noticed that I've been hitting it.
But is he also in your preferred hit zone?
He
Like,
must be.
do you have an area that you feel comfortable hitting into?
We hit forward a lot. I'm not sure if that's telling anyone our trade secrets.
I'm sure
but-
they've got videos.
Yeah,
I don't reckon they'd be not having a look at you, Max.
And track tends to be the forward player in the stoppage.
Right.
Oh.
So that could be why.
Oh, this is wonderful
Yeah.
ruck talk.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
come back,
breaking it
talk
down.
more ruck stuff.
Please.
19 degrees, staying mostly fine all week. Marty, Max Gawn with us this morning.
Calsher Dear is the son of Paul Dear, the late Paul Dear, was on debut for Hawthorn, kicked 2 goals, spoke to Triple M post-game with his mother. Have you got that grab there, Troy, or have I put you on the spot?
Cherie. Oh, from earlier on. Yes, hang on a sec. I'll just get it. Here it is here.
Very emotional after seeing the first goal and just really wishing Paul could have been here to see it as well. But I can say that now that he's had the game. I didn't want him to feel upset beforehand about that. But yeah, it's a really emotional day. But I'm so proud of your mental composure, Calsh, to be able to go out there and do that in your first game. It's a lot of pressure on young shoulders. But I think you're just like Dad with your mental toughness and just ability to, just take things on your shoulders and do your best.
Lovely.
Are they interviewing together at that moment?
Yeah, that was on Triple M last night.
That's a bit. Well done, Triple M.
Yeah, I love that sort of stuff.
That's one of the great things about father-son. We're talking about it in the break there. One of the unique things our game has, and then that story is phenomenal. So
it is unique, isn't it, father-son? It doesn't happen in the NRL, does it?
No,
I think it's unique in world sport.
Yeah, we've got a couple. We've got obviously Jack is our most famous. With
Jack Viney.
Todd and Jack playing over 400 games for the club. But
Woden was running
Taj,
around for someone on the weekend.
Taj Woden, Kynan Brown. We've got a few around there.
How's Taj going?
He's good. He's playing half back at the moment. He's one of our. We got 5 guys under 10 games, and he's one of them. I think he's played 10 now, so he's out of that. No, he's a talented kid.
One of the highlights of the weekend was the debut of 26-year-old VFL journeyman Lachie Sullivan, who kicked a goal in his first 2 minutes in front of 88 at the MCG on Friday night. I love these stories, 26-year-old blokes who just don't believe that the dream is over.
Yeah, first kick, first goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just a great group.
At 26.
At 26. I think I was first kick, first behind. That's an elusive group.
Rare
as well.
club, yeah.
No, look, I really did enjoy that moment. It's such a good energy provider for the rest of the group, the crowd. I think that was a bit of a turning point for Collingwood
Turn
as
the
well.
tide, yeah.
No, it's a really good. I've played with a couple of people that have been mature age draft picks, and they just work their backside off for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I think 7 years in this case for Lachie.
You'd be happy to have them around. Their work ethic would be astounding. I mean, if you're continuing to pursue the dream at that age.
Well, we think footy's hard, and then a mature age comes in and goes, I've been working on the tools and training at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
Footy's
been
not hard.
he's been a sparky the whole time.
Carnage at the Gabba on Sunday night. The Lions lost 4 players by the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. 2 are suspected ACLs. One was concussion, and the other bloke was a calf.
Yeah, Starsfitch.
I've no affiliation with the Gabba, so I'm happy to say this. There's multiple injuries every single time there's a game there.
Is there?
Hard
What do you reckon it is?
I don't know. Doherty
What,
do
is
his ACL
this
there at the start of the year.
anecdotal, Max, or is there stats around this?
I think it's just my view.
Yeah.
I hope there's some stats around it. There probably isn't. I'm sure some Gabba lovers out there will say, well, look at the MCG. But anyway.
Well, it's still got the original cricket wicket centre.
Yeah, I sooked there last year, remember?
You had a massive sook down in the sheds and, looked like you'd done your ACL and the world was over. And didn't you carry on about it?
I've been injured 3 times there.
And it must be because of that cricket wicket.
I don't know. I just...
Well, it has to
Gabba.
That'd be 4 ACLs in 4 games there this year if these 2 are ACLs. So that's Doherty, Coleman, McCarthy and Gardner.
And I dare say Duday did his on captain's
Possibly,
run.
yeah,
at
that
the
would have
Gabba.
been, yeah.
Duday did a dodo.
Have you said that before? Or?
No, but we were just, Loz is looking at me because we say he did a dodo. Dudo did a dodo.
What's a dodo?
Never said did it.
You did. A don't.
Oh, God.
Let's have a quick look at the round
Sounds
while Max
neat.
is here. I've taken my glasses off and put them back on. A couple of belting games over the weekend. Obviously, we'll start with St Kilda North. 15-13 plays 10-5.
It was a belting start. We were watching that. I was in our rooms because that was the 4:30 game, so it was just
You
before
love
us.
getting in there early.
And I was watching this game, and I was on Team North. They were going well for a while there. I'm not actually sure what happened in the second half.
Either am I, because I forgot it was on.
Okay, you didn't
And
watch it.
No, Will texted me going North, and I was like, oh, Jesus, that's right. We got the coveted 4 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah.
Big spot.
It's a new time slot.
We got the big spot.
You got the big spot.
So I got on for the second half, and we looked ordinary. It has to be said. And St Kilda, 15-13. I mean, that could have been anything. Of course, Carlton Collingwood Friday night was the big one.
Yeah, I tuned in because
I tuned in.
we got Carlton coming up this week. Actually, we got another bet on that.
Oh, we should do a bagel bet.
Yeah, I come in the day after as well. So
Oh, you're
that's
coming
good.
in Friday?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
you
going to
are
come in
going to?
Friday? Because we were going to say if it's easier to
Yeah.
come in Thursday,
No, it's
come in
all right.
Thursday.
I won't sleep. I'll just
You
come
sure?
straight in. Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's up to you, mate.
Wow.
Whatever you want to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
What on
Do you want to do a wee bagel?
Yeah.
No, let's go up a bit.
What?
Like what?
Oh.
Let's go a bottle of red or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
well,
great.
he
go.
can easily
I'm not
get a
drinking.
bottle of red.
Not drinking for the month, though,
I'm not
Loz.
drinking in May, so
Okay.
that's a good omen.
Well,
Aren't
June
you
1.
meant to be wearing Collingwood gear?
No, it's displayed in my house.
Oh,
Oh.
did you put it up?
I haven't been given it yet. I have to be given it by the guy.
Oh, okay.
Bet I lost for Collingwood Carlton. I have
Um,
to display Collingwood merchandise in my house for the rest of the season.
I don't mind that bet as well.
Yeah.
That's a bad one if I lose, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to lose
I
that.
can't wear
No.
Carlton
You
merchandise.
won't lose
Yeah.
anyway. You guys are unstoppable at the moment. Melbourne getting over the top of Geelong. Sydney got over the top of GWS in what ended up being a bit of a fizzer, the Battle of the Bridge.
I think
'cause
it rained.
thought
It rained.
GWS were
Heavy rain, yeah.
I thought they'd do a bit better than 10-9-69 plays 14-14-98.
There's 3 incredible home ground advantages going on at the moment. The Gabba Metricon, which isn't Metricon now. What's that called?
People's first.
People's First, and SCG. They're 3 very unique grounds, unique conditions, and they're quite tough. So yeah, that's a hard one to beat Sydney at.
West Coast continue to be competitive. Essendon just get over the line there, but West Coast seemingly have turned that big old ship around over the last 5 or 6 weeks.
That kept popping up during our game. They put the live score of the other game on when you're playing at the G, and I kept on tuning in, and well, not tuning in, but looking up and going, oh,
But you kept seeing scores while
yeah,
you were
it's,
playing.
it's only a key. I always look at the scoreboard for different reasons during the game.
Yeah.
The crowd, I love checking the crowd out. Well, 51, I thought we were going to be 60s. So that's
I thought you'd be more than 51, Melbourne Geelong.
Yeah,
they
well,
didn't
that's-
come up the highway,
yeah.
or your guys all skiing?
Probably both. Geelong struggle on the night games.
Well,
because
because you've got to get through that ridiculous bloody roadwork.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
wouldn't
they're-
come either.
because Magna's built in the tunnel.
Yeah, because your mate can't
Yeah.
pull his finger out of his date and get the tunnel finished. Christ almighty, I wouldn't go anywhere near that part of Melbourne if I had a choice.
So that was obviously a really good game to play. To be able to play the number 1 team 7-0 in front of a big crowd at the G.
How was Fritsch's goal? Is that one of the best you've seen?
Yeah, I was on. I was 30 metres by myself in space.
He is selfish.
But he's more likely to kick it from there than I am 30 metres straight out in front. So I'm more than happy
he's
to
a
battle
very
do that.
selfish guy.
He is not.
You can see that in his
He's
hair.
not. He's
Stop.
far from it.
Anyone that does their hair like that.
His hair hasn't moved for 6 years.
Yeah.
Not one bit of hair. You
There's a-
should see him in the wind. It's phenomenal. Everyone else is going crazy, and his is just stuck.
What's he
What,
using?
what's he using?
I actually think there's not much in there. I think it's just like from
It's thick.
over time. Yeah, his
Yeah,
hairline's
it's
unbelievable.
cumulative.
Curated.
He's got
God,
one of
he's
the
got
better
some
hairlines.
yeah.
Christ, he's got some hair. It's like a helmet.
Yeah. Well,
Reminds me of a young Ray Martin.
it's got its own Twitter account. Bayley,
Has it?
Bayley Fritsch's hair.
Yeah, I'm not
Wow.
surprised.
Yeah. Run by Bailey.
Is it called Selfish Turd?
Hey, this is
He's not.
Max's friend.
I
and
know. I'm
teammate.
just having fun with
He's
Max.
just saying words. He doesn't mean any of it.
I don't even know the guy. I heard he's a dead shit, though. It's not a story. Relax.
I thought that was goal of the year, by the way. That was
I hope it is.
incredible.
Was that the early one?
No, the late one was the winner.
Oh, right. I saw the early one.
It's not even goal of the night. Mine is.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
yours was, mate. Yours was
Thank you.
unbelievable.
Thank you. Can we get back to that grab, Troy? Or no?
Yeah.
Richmond, Freo. Richmond, I don't know. Poor old Adam Uze.
Yeah, I mean, this was close for a while, and then Freo just kicked away.
Didn't they want? They doubled them.
Yeah, they
103 plays 49.
actually played the G really well, Freo. They've beaten us at the G. I reckon they're a good team for you.
Yeah, they look good. Strangely, Hawks beat the Bulldogs. I mean, I don't know what's happening with the Bulldogs.
We all struggled to tip this game, if you remember back to last week. And then we all said, all right, we'll go with Bulldogs. And then so that means that all five
I
of
had
us
an
lost
absolute
our tip.
stinker this week.
I was sort of barracking for Hawthorn. I've got my neighbour is Lloyd Meek, who's the Hawthorn ruck.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm just low key on his wagon at the moment, and I was impressed.
What,
to
he's
see
your
him go.
actual neighbour?
Yeah, we talk at the dog park and whatnot.
And do
Oh,
you
nice.
talk ruck stuff?
Yeah, talk a little bit of ruck. We played each other last year, and he got fined for knee me, and I sort of put it on a little bit.
Yeah,
and
sure.
then,
You're a silk.
I offered like to get a cup of flour and some eggs for him,
Yeah.
which neighbours do.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
good.
really nice.
Do you have anything to say about Bevo, a la Sam Draper style?
No. Well, we tried to get this out of me last time.
Yeah.
I've heard they can't wait to get out of there if he goes around next year.
That's your opinion.
But I
I can put water on this a bit. All I know is James Harms is there, and he's loving life.
There you go.
There you
because
go.
you said to me off air that you believe that they all want to get out
That's
of there.
not. I wouldn't have said that. I
That
wouldn't have
is
said
not a
that.
story, and it is not the truth.
No.
Max, lovely to see you. We'll see you later in the week, and we can talk about the round ahead.